Good afternoon. Do I have that centered? Maybe. Yeah, I guess it's good enough. It's working. Okay. Just checking. Hi. Define centered. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Being centered is less important than just making sure that there's not part of the room that's appearing in the gameplay. Oh God, sorry, I just ate a sandwich. I'm a few minutes late. We've been busy working on things, and Mouse said she was going to make sandwiches, and I was like, oh, cool, excellent, thank you. And then at some point I said, are you still making sandwiches? He goes, yeah. I was like, I have to stream soon. And she goes, oh. I was like, so if you're going to do it, can you do it? She goes, oh, okay. We do this like at least once a month. It's a really good, cheap, delicious dinner. You buy, I mean, either, lettuce and all the stuff yourself, or we buy, like the Caesar salad kit. So it has like just enough lettuce and the croutons and just enough dressing, whatever. So we buy that. And then we buy two of them. We buy two of them, and we buy a rotisserie chicken at Costco. So rotisserie chicken is like $5, and those packs, the lettuce packs, are like $3 or $4, something like that. And it's enough. Each pack is a dinner, so we have like one set of salad, and the salads are huge. Salads are like this big. And we get to eat that twice. There's 2 nights worth of that because there's so much chicken. So we finished the second round of salads last night for dinner, but we still had rotisserie chicken left over. So we made grilled cheese with rotisserie chicken. And it was really good. Mal put some seasoning and stuff on it. This is a very, very good sandwich. This is very, very nice. Okay. I'm going to read some alerts. That's a melt, not a grilled cheese. What is a melt?
Melt refers to the process of changing a solid substance into a liquid by applying heat.
What is a grilled cheese? I'd have to look more into it. I was hoping that it would be like cheese and something, but no, it doesn't mention a something. Run art? All right. Oh my God. I guess. Let me guess. A grilled cheese can be considered a melt, but a grilled cheese with a meat cannot be considered a grilled cheese. Is that where we're at on this? Because I ate a grilled cheese. It just happened to have some other things on it. I think it's still a grilled cheese. Darn semantics. All right, we should read these things. We have 19 months from Doodlebrock, 87 from Jennifer Jack. Grilled cheese is only... All right. I concede. I feel that's reasonable. 30 Bits of Ann, who says, I noticed last week that the Harthian astronauts really are an orchestra. They're all playing parts of the same song, and you can hear it if you line up 2 or more in the signal scope. Yeah, it's a really cool thing. You can stand in like a specific spot and hear all of it. It's fun. I can't wait to see what we learn today. 500 bits from JetJet, who says, Champaign, Illinois got back to me after about a week and a half, and I have an interview with them Monday afternoon. Mo Litterboxes, Mo Problems? Mo Litterboxes, Mo Opportunities. Mo Opportunities, if you will. 57 months from Sharkstole, and an anonymous gifter gifted to sub to Circle Now Squared. Also, the poll was favorite physical audio format. 20% of you said cassette, 15% of you said vinyl record, and 65% said compact disc. I mean, I grew up in an era of cassettes, and that is not my favorite physical audio format. At all. The convenience of a compact disc was just such a jump. Being able to just like, bam, next track, bam, next track. It's revolutionary. Super cool. As opposed to, I want to hear the next song. Oh, I'm still listening to the last song. Still the last song. Crap, I went into the next song. There we go. I'll pass. I'll pass on going back to that. All right. So yeah, I'm starting a little bit late, so let's not waste any more time and just jump into the video game. I'm gonna pause alerts, pause music. Trying to remember if there was something else I needed to mention first. Mao is going to be streaming after my stream. I don't know if I'll be raiding her or not. But like sometime after I'm done, Mao will be streaming, and she's going to be frosting a cake. So if you're like, man, I want to see someone frost a cake today, God, you're in luck. That's happening. I'm willing to raid her. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure she knows how to get things turned on downstairs without my help, because it's got like my equipment down there, and I might have to press a button for her. Yeah, that's an option. Like when we get close to the end, I'll like take a brief break, make sure that she's set up if she's ready, and then we could raid her. We could do that. Okay. Anyway, hey, look, it's this game again. I love this game. That is it. That's the only other thing I probably had to say. Probably. I have a lot of things on my mind. I've been doing a lot of things, but I don't have anything to announce yet. All right. Resume expedition. But also let me open a stopwatch because I'd like to know exactly, well, about how much time I have left in the run, because that can sometimes dictate what I do. And y'all are in the void. I was trying to grab my keyboard and mouse. I forgot that I used the controller. Let's use the controller. That is kind of still flying away. Huh. This whole time I was like, not it changed, but actually I think it's still kind of there. I wonder if I could catch it, or if I've like missed the opportunity. That's it, right? That thing right there? Yeah, that's it. I wonder if I can catch it. How fast is it? Is it moving faster than I have a chance to go? Headlights on, headlights off. I mean, it is trucking. returning to solar system. It's gone. Okay. Alright. That cannot be caught. That already starts too far away, and we're moving like the same velocity. There's no way that that's going to happen. Okay, fine enough. I left myself some notes for next time, which is now. I said that there was a shard on Hollow's moon I wanted to see. And then... Wait, what the crap are these notes? Shard on Hollow's moon and white hole? Signal scope, escape pod, and shards. Oh, okay, that's... So use the signal scope this stream to try and figure out the escape pods and the shards. That's fair. Alright. What am I... Where am I? Oh, I'm just autopiloting... Okay. I thought it was autopiloting me into the sun. I was like, don't do that. I don't want that. Have I read my stuff? No, there's some new things. Quantum shard, quantum signal. Rybek's camp. Rybek has set up camp at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement at being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. Rybek is Timber Hearth's only archaeologist. They overcame their fear of space to explore Brittle Hollow's treasure trove of Nomai culture. Yeah, so that's one of the things that we did last time was actually get a chance to meet that guy. Kind of on accident, but the good accident. Nomai determined this shard is the reason objects in the grove behave in a quantum manner. Hypothesized that this shard is actually a piece of the quantum moon. The shard emits the same signal as the quantum moon. This tower, located on Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for the Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. And we couldn't get up the tower because part of the walk up the wall juice was dry. A Nomai named Solemnum was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on Brittle Hollow's equator to learn one final rule. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on Giant's Deep. Okay. Yeah, the notes I left myself for next time are actually pretty useful because I do think that that would be very smart, is to... Yeah, either the quantum fluctuations or maybe the distress beacon. Okay, so I think we're missing one distress beacon, is that true? 1, 2, and then unknown. Okay. Let's close this 40-kilometer gap and find this last distress beacon, maybe. Where is it? Where am I heading? Hello, sun. This is taking me to where? Where am I going? I am going to... Oh, of course I am. Okay. Alright. Dark Bramble. Just do autopilot to get me there. God, that's an annoying signal. Come on. Did I just, like, slingshot badly in the wrong direction? I'm still getting away. Turn off autopilot. I'll fix this myself. Autopilot is not doing enough fast enough. There we go. I know this has got to be everybody's favorite sound in the entire world. I can put it away briefly. My assumption is that we're probably going to have to get back into the little hole. Almost certainly. Catching this is a big pain. What if I flip the ship? Yeah, there we go. So I can approach from the side. I haven't had this much trouble in the past. It seems to be really going. Alright, there we go. There we go, alright. Excellent. Beautiful. I wonder if I can just straight up fly into the hole. I'm not sure. It's clearly in the hole. Can I take the whole ship into the hole, or is the ship too big? We're gonna find out. I took the whole ship, which is pretty different from last time. Gonna continue to just head towards the beacon. It is very strange to not be able to see what the heck is going on. Okay. But it is really nice to have the ship with me. That part I like a lot. Okay. Trying not to get hit by some of this stuff. Pretty smooth flying, Fox. Oh, this is thorny. Can't say I love this. I think that's what I'm looking for right here. I found you. Okay. All right. Will my ship just stay right here if I leave it? Are you good, ship? You don't need me to, like, park you or anything? Escape Pod 3. Added you to the collection. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel, to either repair the damage or more probably await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. People have continued to talk about these anglerfish, and I haven't seen any anglerfish, at least that seem like a lot. I haven't seen anything in motion. Nothing. There's been nothing that I've seen that is alive. So either there is something, and I'm going to be really startled at some point, or they're dead, and I'm fine. Let's flip upside down here. There we go. Begin flight log. Escape Pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching Escape Pod 3. Alert. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Warning. Navigation error. Life support error. Propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict. Do not exit pod. It keeps saying there's life out there and I ain't seen anything, I have to just assume that it is still out there. And again, it's going to frighten me at some point. There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already. Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the 2 beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Emergency escape hatch. And they said they left a trail of lights. And that's what I'm looking at. Is there anything else over here? Doesn't look like it. Do I want to refill my own oxygen and fuel before I proceed? Probably worthwhile. I also can just follow in this. There's no reason to not take my ship if it'll fit. We're just very carefully following the lights. This is a lot of something. Try and get this to not float into trouble. I'm looking at bodies. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but now we can go no farther. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for even a single nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Is there any other information here? No other... I mean, a lot of bodies, but no other recordings. Well, we have a secret weapon, and that is... Oh yeah, what button is it? This button? No, that's not it. This button. Yeah, there we go. All right. It landed somewhere. Let me launch it again and see if I can see exactly... That's the ship. Beautiful. I had to figure that. I had an idea that that was what was going to happen. All right. I should still have some time to get over and inspect that. So now, oh God. What am I stuck on? You gotta be kidding me. Unreal. The ship is stuck. Then I will go alone. Oh, it's even further. Oh, these are the anglerfish. Oh, God. That's bad. Oh. Well, I found them. Huh. The ship getting stuck there was real bad. Real bad. That's okay. That's okay. Escape pod 3. No, my grave. The vessel. Didn't quite make it to the vessel. Okay. Survivors from Escape Pod 3 detected 2 distinct beacons. Survivors followed one of the 2 vessel beacons to the small dark bramble sea where they could go no further. The Nomai could faintly hear the vessel's beacon from within the seed, but the opening was too small. I launched my scout into the seed and took photos of an enormous derelict Nomai ship. I'm going back. I'm going back. The problem here, and it's, you know, I think a surmountable problem, is that there's critters. We have finally seen the critters. After me being like, I've never seen any critters. Nope, there's critters. There are definitely critters. We're going to get in there. We're going to find what we need. We're not going to get stuck. And then something good will happen. All right, that was fine. That went well. We gotta head back to the escape pod. So we have to use this to first find our way there. Which is a tiny challenge, but not too bad. There we are. Let's get out here. Over this way. Where are you? I do see stuff moving, but I don't think that specifically are the critters. I think that's just stuff. Okay. So this is that, and then they left the trail. And this is the trail. So now I follow the trail. And I should be there pretty shortly. And here we go. Now this time, in an effort to ensure that I don't get anything stuck anywhere, I'm going to park the ship here. Not that. There we go. Nope, nope, not you. And it's on its way. It's heading right for it. Okay. This time we have our ship. And I am still nervous because, well, let's be very careful. Oh my god, it took me out. Okay. What if I just... Some of these holes aren't going to be big enough for me to go in. That's... Oh, they are in the first area. How did I miss them up to this point? It's kind of astounding. Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Let's take a break. Let's take a short break. Huh. Welcome back to Subnautica. Huh. Well, I was not expecting it to chase me just getting into it, like just So I went backwards, but then going backwards in any of those bramble seeds must pull you out of the entirety of the planet. Huh. Okay. One possible solution is to repeat the process. And when faced with this trial, go fast. Just try and get by them. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Magmafish. I also have other things to follow up on, because the escape pod was one thing. I have multiple shards to look into. So I could look into the shards. I've already learned so much in a very short amount of time. Just going to make myself a note in case it's a bit before I come back here. Let's say Dark Bramble, Escape Pod 3, trying to get to the vessel, and then I'm going to say, but big fish. All right. Vagabond, I think you should spend the entire stream brute forcing it until you get through. Chaz, why do you hate me? All right, I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back, and then we're gonna look for shards. Shards. There are more shards to look for than escape pods. There was only one escape pod, and also there's no scary space anglerfish. So that's good. No, I want to mute me. we still have jolly good. Which I think is just a jolly good thing. Alright, I'm going straight back into space. Because my interest is highly piqued. I'm very curious. Very curious about this. Okay. So first things first. I don't think I discovered anything new. I'm like pretty positive I didn't. I can look at the computer, but I don't think I did. I didn't. All right. That's fine. So this time, let's break atmosphere here. Okay. And then we're going to look for quantum fluctuations. That's what we're going to do. So let's see here. That's the museum shard and the grove shard. There's also an unknown one here. What is this? Where am I? Is this giant steep? It is... Wait, what? It's the moon. Wait, where did it go? Where? That's giant. Where was I just looking? That thing. The crap is that thing? What? That was the quantum moon. Oh. Oh. I just flew through the quantum moon? So this is... That's Timber Hearth. I mean, I think it's... Is it gone now? I guess it's gone now. I've never been on Hollow's Lands, and maybe there's not... Well, there's gotta be something here, otherwise I don't think it exists. It's just, I don't know how I would even land on this. It's like lava. But, like, there has to be something. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see. Oh, Lord! This seems like a mistake, and yet... I said I was going to go after the shards, but I'm like, this volcano moon could be interesting, but, like, it could be interesting. That's the problem. Or did one of these, like, not explode? No, that explodes. It also didn't look like there's anything in there. And one of the holes there was. What about that hole? No. There's just one hole. It looks to me like there's only one hole worth really going into. It ain't that one. I've lost it. there's several holes, and I got lucky by seeing the good one the first time. I didn't go inside. I will never find this hole again. Where's this hole? Where? Okay, hold on. There's two together, and then there's this one, and then there's one other one. So it has to be one of these two, I think. Yeah, right there. That's the hole. That's the hole. I wonder if I can get into that. And I wonder if this will kill me. You gotta, like, take chances and find out stuff. God, this thing is spinning. I feel like this is gonna be hot. The ship's okay. Oh, the gravity is low, and I'm getting tossed. Warning, increased solar activity detected. Increased volcanic activity detected. Location is now inhospitable, evacuation recommended. So they were here at some point. Okay. This is the wall thing. I want the wall thing. Friends in the Timber Hearth Mines. The last type of ore you sent us survives the longest in direct heat. Can you send us more of the same for additional testing? We're attempting to improve its durability, and our forge has already burned through everything you sent. We'll deliver more ore to Hollow's Lantern immediately. You must be fired up about crafting the Ash Twin Project's protective shell. My gratitude. I imagine we'll also have an updated estimate soon of how much ore is needed to seal off the Ash Twin Project. Yes, the idea of an encasement that's supernova-proof, however briefly, has kindled my curiosity. Will it be more than we initially thought? It will be significantly more. The smallest cracker opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Okay. Project me, baby. Have I been here? I think I've been here. Sometimes it's hard to tell because some things start looking alike. But this is Timber Hearth, which is where I live. So it must be it must be the mines that I've been down into before. This could very well be the only thing here. In fact, I'm willing to say it is the only thing here because the only other hospitable place is like over there, and I don't think there's actually anything over there. Oh God. There we go. Whoo! It's a hot one. All right. So, all right, that wasn't a waste of time. There was, I mean, it wasn't a lot of information there, but there, there was some information there. I think I'm witnessing a. Well, I guess they're all over the place. All right, so back to what I was doing. Quantum fluctuations. Still trying to find the quantum fluctuations. Quantum moon, Grove shard, museum shard, cave shard, tower shard. Where? These are all lining up too. There we go. Oh wait, no, that's just the moon again. No, it's not. No, this is in Giant Steep. Okay, so there's one we're missing in Giant Steep. Of course there is. Any up there? No? Alright, well, we have plenty that we can do in Giant Steep anyway. Love it there. I just love it there so much. Oh, I'm coming in too hot. Oh, Christ. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I was worried I was, but I'm alright. I'll just let autopilot take over a sec. Okay. Autopilot complete. Alright. So my plan is to prioritize this shard. That is why I'm currently here. So we are going to see if I can find it. Oh god. It seems to be, like, under the surface. Cool. Also, this is the only area of the game, I think, that ever gives me any problems. Wait, where? Hold on. Where exactly is this? It's not underwater. It's in the storm. I don't think I can get into the storm. It's acting like it's a wall. What if I approach from the top? Can't believe that worked. Okay, alright, so now I'm here. There is stuff to see. I need to park this somewhere. There we go. Okay. Whew. Huh. Well, it's calm in the eye of the storm. Creepy. I've stood in the eye of storms before. Of hurricanes specifically. They are fascinating. Is this wet? No, it's wet. Interesting. Huh, okay. Trees detected. The gravity is still very heavy, so I can't... I have to walk. I can't just fly around like I wish I could. And that's fine. That was me jumping. It's fine. Still go a little fast by doing that. Alright. Something to read. Be welcomed in this place. This tower shares with all who ask the knowledge needed to make his or her first quantum journey. Okay. Big tower. There used to be trees here. Enter this place without friends, however. These are lessons to learn for yourself. Well, chat is in void, so I guess I'm following directions. Well, old trees, dead trees, and no other information in this place. Okay. All right. I guess just jump in this hole. Sure. Oxygen now. Seek the Wandering Arch. I gotta keep my eye on it. Or it'll disappear. I know how this works. Unidentified signal nearby. Found you. The island shard. Okay. Creepy thing. Wait, are the trees also? Yeah, the trees also move. Interesting. All right. I found the shard. That was what I was here for. These are escape pods. There's only 3, and I found them all. Deep space satellite, and then the other one is yeah, the radio tower on Timber Hearth. I don't think there's any others than that. And I found all of the other people. Okay. Have I found all the shards? Maybe. I think so. It's possible. All right. Observing a quantum object. Observing an image of a quantum object. These are the same. Okay. So if you see an image of it, it's the same thing as seeing it in person. And this room is designed to teach me that fundamental. So this thing moved. Because the Wandering Arch is the thing I have to... And I can't fly up there. When I go over here, this thing will be gone. It said a picture is the same thing as the real thing. Picture is the same thing as the real thing. Okay, so if I take... this... it stays. Oh. 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 I get it. So these things... will not move Okay, now let me put this away. They immediately move. Got it. Got it. Okay. So photos are real good. Photos are how quantum happens. Okay. What does this say? The arch and the crystal do not naturally meet. Okay, so if let me do this over here. If I do this and then move around until the arch shows up over there, because I want it over there. Well, no, it won't. Or maybe it will because I've photographed it. Maybe that'll cause it to... Yeah, okay. So they'll never, on their own, cross paths. Piss. I knew it was going to happen. Okay. Alright, I have you there. There you are. Keep your eye on the crystal. But then that makes that thing leave. So I probably need to take a picture of the arch. It's probably better. Please release me from this wall. Oh my god. Please. There we go. Alright. So let's take a photo of the arch. That's probably the better solution. Alright, so we take a photo of the arch. Blamp. And now we get the crystal to move. Now it has. Now we instead look at the crystal. The crystal. Dang it. I'm running out of time! No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! No! No, why did that go away? No, 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 don't, no, 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 I'm learning, I've learned some things. Put the crystal over there. There it is. Okay. I need to walk backwards, because if I take my eye off the crystal, it goes away. But you're still here. Wait, why am I... Why does the island chart keep moving? What is this? Ow. This is the last one, but we made it harder. Oh no. Oh no, I haven't finished my training. Okay. Take a photo of this one so this one can't move. And then look at this. Keep your eye on it. Oh, that did not help. Is there a third one? Dang it. Yeah, I can't. There must be a... Oh, God. There must be another... Dang. Man. Crap. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I hadn't finished the final trial. Alright, shoot. Immediately straight back. Immediately go straight back. We need as much time as we can get. And now I know what to do. Quickly to Giant's Deep. Going straight there. We're going to get to the North Pole, fly into the hole. That was the secret. Get into the building as quickly as possible. We know how to solve some of the things. Then we'll have some extra time to get past what is apparently the final challenge. I don't want to hit this. Twisters. Alright, where is the big storm? That's the big storm. Oh, I can also, like, check it, I guess. Yeah, it's right there. Alright. Oh, this is also an easy way to get back into the thing, because I can just, like, fly up and then be like, where is the... There it is. Alright. Down, 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 down. Good. Alright, let's go, go, go. Yeah. Faster. Oh, my flashlight on. Alright, here we go. Let's do this thing. I know your tricks. And I have the most amount of time. So, you know, I'm set. Swoop. Keep your eye on the ball. Do 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 do. Then it is time to fall. Skibby dee dee dee. I don't think there was any point to this. It was just like, this is where the shard is. And I was like, all right. And then it was like, hey man, what are you gonna do? And then you say, I'll take a photo, and it's like, oh, okay. I take photo. Moving on. Alright. This one. I was running out of time last time on this, and now things are better. So that's going to stay there. Come on. Nope. Come on. No, don't put... Why? Don't put away. I think it's because I'm getting close to these. That's got to be an option. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. No. Ah, no. No. Bad. All right. Now, where is the... All right, you're there. Give me... Yes. Woo! Excellent. And then they show me this again. And we're all, you know, happy about that. And now I've got so much time in this room to figure this out. Oh, they move. Wait, do they both move or just the one moves? I know what to do. I definitely know what to do. Okay. So, I'm going to take a picture of this. And then that one will stay there. And then I want the next one to get closer. I think is how I want this to work. Can that one get any closer? Is it only ever at the top? Kind of looks like it's only ever at the top. That's not good. It moves to the left, it moves to the right. It moves to the left, it moves to the right. Okay, so let's take a picture of just this one. So that one will move now, right? And it'll move. See, that one will move to the middle. Back up to the top. Back to the middle. And they're both in the picture now, so neither of them will move. Okay. All right. The other thing is that the arch is over there. So I'm wondering... I don't know if this will have anything to do with it or not. Possibly not. Okay. This is good right here. I should... Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to take a picture of just this one. So this one will not move. So now I just need it to be, yes, right there. I'm going to take a picture of this one. So this one doesn't move. Excellent. All right. Now I need that to be over here. And I don't know that that moves. Oh, it does. Good. That's really great, because I didn't know what to do otherwise. All right. Good to see you again, you big rock. We offer our congratulations. You've learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Our curiosity goes with you on your journey. You walk in the footsteps of those who came before you, and your path guides those who will follow later. The other shards have other things to teach me? Oh, crap. I mean, now knowing that I can freeze them in place might change something about them. Ship log updated. Okay. I guess I'm done here. I sank. Alright, well, there's still stuff to do in Giant Steep. So I should probably look around Giant Steep a little bit. I still gotta figure out how to get, like, to the bottom of the ocean and stuff. I could also talk to... What's his name again? There's nothing of interest elsewhere here, I don't think. And they're not hiding one of the Mario 64 stars on top. Alright, now if I want to find my friend again... Gabbro, that's his name. Oh, what? No, I need to be on the planet, actually. There we go. Alright. Alright, where are you? Also, did I ever look at this? I think I started to, and then maybe the island flew up into the air and I died. Oh, look at that. You can walk along the outside. I don't think I did this. Ow! Gosh darn it. What did I harm? I need to see the picture. Yeah, the thing next to the squiggle bit. Alright. Well, that's gonna have to just stay broken, because the gravity's too high. I can't get up there and fix it. It's probably fine. It's probably not a big deal. Anyway. Ah, I vaguely remember this. Okay. Yeah, okay, I have seen this. Wait a minute. I started over... Oh, I have been here. I started the other way, I think. I think I was over here and I came down. I'm almost positive. Well... Okay, whatever. I'm going to take a second look. This has been a little bit. And it's hard to remember things. Okay, was there anything up here? Maybe there wasn't much here. Oh, we're about to take a trip. I think maybe, yeah, I think I got lifted. And I was told, Gabbro told me the trick was to stay like low to the ground, because then when you come down it won't murder you as much. Alright, that was good. I'm safe. They're going to test the memory statues tonight. Flock says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Okay, I remember this. Does anyone want to? Flock specifically told us not to do that. I really want to see the test too, Lammy, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Flock will let us see a later test. Okay, so we learned that there's some way to sneak in to the workshop. Oh, you can see it down there. I definitely want to, like, go there. It's just a matter of like, wait a minute. If this thing gets lifted up, could I get under it? This feels like it means something. But I'm not sure what. Yeah, I wonder if I could get... And there's also, like, there's this hole. Like, what's that hole about? All right, let me take a quick peek around. This is the one that I think you walk around. Yeah, okay, that's where I came up. And that's the little house. Yeah, I wonder if I was, like, real fast, if I could get under the thing where the workshop, I guess, is. That's an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it seems like possible. I think it would be easier in the ship. If I jump down here, I think it's gonna break my legs. I mean, it might not. Woo! Just like I planned it. Hopefully the thing that's broken is fine. Like, it's not a big deal. It's probably not a big deal. All right, where are the which ones are the ones that like come over here and blow everything away? Is it those boys? Are they coming? I have to escape that thing. Yeah, I'm thinking if this flies up in the air, that's a perfect time to try and get under this island. That's big brain. Is that the one that came? It's not the one that came. Let me make sure there's no other... Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh, what's that? That could be... that. I see a tree. Can I land in the water with my ship, or does it hate that? I have an underwater ship? And they didn't even, like, tell me? I can just go underwater? That's an important thing to know. All right, well, I guess I'm here. Because this is the door, right? This is the door I was trying to get through? Sure is. Son of a gun. This was easy. But again, gravity heavy, so I'm gonna have to maybe fly there. Oh, is this the... Well, I'll get that fixed when I can. Hey, it's the statue. They were working on the statues that open their eyes and look into your life. Oh yeah, now we're learning stuff. Yarrow, would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whoever is in closest proximity. See how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue is paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in this star system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. This is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He has outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding nomai. Oh, we're learning a lot. We in the air. Sometimes you in the air. Don't go anywhere, ship. Please don't go anywhere. It'd be really great if you, like, didn't go anywhere. Oh! Oh! They had special things to protect from the... Oh, they so smart. Look at that. So... the nomai could store their memories in the statue, and the statue sent it to the thing, and then it sent it back to the nomai. Well, let's see what's up here before we get pulled out, because that's not too far away. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin Project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin Project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Alright. And we've seen this before. We have seen the Ash Twin Projection Stone. It's a creepy stone. Alright, I know I don't have long. Maybe I'll see if I can find Gabbro. Oh wait, shoot. Oh, I'm missing that. Oh, crap. I might have to fly up there? Maybe? Either that or there's something I missed, but the ship is probably the fastest way. Let's see if I can get up there. Oh boy. We are indoors. We are very indoors. We are indoors. In a cave. We are in a cave. I have an idea. Oh, don't. No. I'm running out of time. I just want to know. How does... Yeah, I know, you're mad. How'd you get up there? It has to be during the tornado? That's gotta be it. That's the most sensible thing, because my ship's too big for this. Crap. Dang. Okay, I was like... Man, I saw it. But no, I missed something that could be important. The gravity. I was trying to flip my ship upside down and exit from what would have been the top. That's what I was hoping it would let me do. But the ship does not want to stay flipped upside down. I tried. I was like, stay upside down, darn it. and it just keeps writing itself. And I'm like, but I don't want that. This is like the one time I don't want... Hold on. Did I do it? I did not do it. It's up there. An attempt was made. It's got to be done during the tornado, and the tornado comes by, I think, twice. Still, I'll take a short break here. Dang. I'm really interested in just seeing what the ship log says about all of that and how it condenses it. I take my socks off because the room get hot. That's better. Neat. Neat. That's where I'm at. I'm like, neat. We had 29 months from Saberth 1. Thank you. And let me just ask y'all, how y'all doing today? It's Wednesday. How are you? Are you well? You doing good? Good, you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm well, thanks for asking. It is one of my 2 days off. It is good. Nice. Ooh, dried mango is good. I don't know what we're doing for dinner. I know that there's a cake, and I'm very excited about the cake. But I don't know what's happening beyond that. Just that there will be cake. Jazz's cake. It's going to be a great cake. It smells delicious. So. Desserts ordered. What's for supper? So we had sent the message out to everybody of like, hey, we don't have supper plans, so if people want to figure something out, we can. But no one responded. So I think Mal and I will just figure out something ourselves. Whatever that is. We just had salads for 2 days straight. They were good, though. They were good salads. And as a reminder, after this stream, Mal will be going live to frost the cake. And it's a whole thing, because like it's a strawberry cake. Like the cake part of the cake is strawberry. But also the frosting is strawberry. And there's going to be strawberries on it, like as decoration. She's really excited about it. She loves making stuff. Vagabond. Now, was it the salad, or was it something that you call a salad, but is actually something else? No. You're hearing it from me, not her, so it is a salad. People in the Midwest just put random things in a bowl, and they're like, salad! I'm like, false. False. No, this was just a chicken Caesar salad. And it was good. It's just like a big old salad. I've continued to organize stuff. I've been going through because we did shelf control, and I'm like, cool, shelf control is good. I like it, but I need to like start dealing with what games I like have and don't have, and I'm beginning that process. I've done a little of it, and it's been interesting. Most of the list is like correct. It's like 99% correct, but I've stumbled across like a few Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games on my list that I have no idea where they are. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to remove these until I find them, because I do not know where they are. And then I also found other games that weren't on the list, and I was like, huh. So I added them. So it's been it's been weird. I'm missing like a pretty substantial handful of like loose games, both discs and carts. And I keep thinking, where are they? where I mean they could just be gone, but like I assumed they're somewhere in the house. I don't know why they weren't with everything else. You've moved roughly 69 times. It's true. Vagabond says, when are we adding the entirety of the Neo Geo library? The pre-orders, if they meet their goal, is November. So November or sometime after that. In the meantime, I did do something else, which was I've had a analog duo that has never been opened, that's been sitting in a closet, and I'm like, I should get this functional. And I sent a message to, because it doesn't have any controllers, and I sent a message to Roland. I was like, Roland, do you have any TurboGrafx 16 controllers, like OEM controllers? And he's like, he's like, I need to search hard in the back. And it was a day or two later, and he sent me a picture, and he's like, I sure do. And I was like, holy cow. So, we're gonna be adding TurboGrafx to the list also, and that's another system where it's gotten expensive, and I don't have any games, and I'm not interested in collecting it at this point. So I'm just gonna get a flash card, and then just there you go. Then we can play any of the games. We've been trying to figure out more and more what is it that we collect? Because we collect video games, and it's always just been very broad of like, well, we're gonna collect whatever. But the Neo Geo was the first time where I was like, okay, hold on, wait, we should maybe like consider what it is that we do. Vagabond says the Analog Pocket can play them. It's true. I know. But I like the experience of playing with like the actual controller. And I already have the Duo. I got the Duo when it came out. Grandpa, 10,000 games into collecting. What is it that I'm collecting again? I told Mao, I was like, we have just a variety of stuff, but we also have complete libraries, and the complete libraries are all Nintendo games. I was like, so do we collect Nintendo games and we just happen to have other stuff, or do we just collect everything? Because like we're putting limits on some stuff. I was like, I don't want to collect Neo Geo. I've decided not to collect TurboGrafx. I'm like, so what are we and are we not collecting? And I think we're trying to figure that out. Radio just says, how many PS2 games do you have? I think like 300. $300-ish, something like that. But you're not collecting Switch. I mean, I definitely am buying Switch games because I like the Switch a lot. And I am actively attempting to collect Super Nintendo. So, but it is weird because the minute that you go beyond, like the minute that you invite flashcards into your collection, that's fine. It's just a matter of deciding, like, okay, well, what is it that I want and what is it that I don't want? What is it that holds value and interest to me as a collector, etc. And there's a unique appeal of getting a chance to go into a game store and browse stuff and find something like weird and interesting and take it home and play it. And I like that. And Mal does it too. That also happens. We'll go into a game store and she'll come up and she'll be like, "Do we have this? I've never seen this before." And I'll be like, "No." But it's just, I don't know, it's weird because I'm now getting to the point where I'm like, all right, we're just making decisions about we will not collect this. This is just, we don't want this. We don't want to have anything to do with this. Yeah. We just have so many shelves. And we're going to need them to put all of the Switch games. When we finally realize that, like, well, we already have, the 10th of them. Well, if we just keep going. Anyway. We are done buying bookcases, by the way. I can say that with certainty. There's a half bookcase I want to get that can fit somewhere, and I want to put the Nintendo Power Issues on it. But I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that we're not buying any more bookcases because there's everywhere that the bookcase can go is like where it is. There's shelves I would like to get to separate some things out, but I don't think we're going to buy any more bookcases. I think that what we have is what we have, and we have a good amount. Clip it for evidence later. It's just, like, you have to have a place to put these things, and I have done a pretty good job of just filling out the wall space with shelving, and I'm like, cool, we're good. And I don't know where else I would put things, and we have adequate space for games right now, which is great. There's like room to grow. Everything's single stack, so you can actually see and get to stuff. That's all fantastic. Anyway. All right. That was a break. We got 18 months from Dragonstorm and 15 months from New Echo. I'm going to play this video game again. This black screen. I got to think about what I want to do, but I think the most important thing is probably just like going to read the computer. I just want to know what the computer says about all of this. Look at that thing go. Zoom. Pooter. Three things in three very different locations. Statue Workshop. Know My statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within the Ash Twin project. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin project was equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which could then send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. The statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded, or in the event that it failed. Okay, so let's analyze this and think about this critically for a moment. So the reason the statues exist is to pair with people and record their memories. And that happened to us. That happened to us on our home planet. So it's recording our memories. It sends them to a storage unit within the Ash Twin project. And the storage unit, which we got a chance to look into in the projection stone, is all of these masks. And the masks are what we're seeing when we die. And then it can send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. The other person that has experienced this is Gabbro, the guy that's on Giant Steep, because no one else knows that this is going on. Gabbro found one of their statues, had this happen, and then when we met him was like, I've been dying every few days. Or every 20 to 22 minutes. And we're like, oh my god, yeah. And the statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded or in the event that it failed. So it has either succeeded or it has failed. There is no in between. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. And we've only seen the projection room of the masks. We haven't been there. We've seen it, but I don't think that we've stepped into the room itself. Ore samples from the Nomai mines on Timber Hearth were sent to this volcano for durability testing. The Nomai were trying to craft a, briefly, supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin project. Even the smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Okay. And then up yonder. This tower held knowledge a Nomai needed to make his or her first quantum journey. Observing a quantum object, observing an image of a quantum object, these are the same. The Nomai called this the rule of quantum imaging. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Okay, so that was not a throwaway line. They're quite literally like, hey, the other shards have something that you need to learn. Okay, are there any other green dots to tell us there's more info? Rubik says you can't get into this into the observatory from the surface. They tried, but there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Okay. And that's all of that. Everything with an orange dot means that there's more stuff there. There's more to explore here. So there's still things that we need to see. And, like, we will. Frozen Nomai shuttle? Found the Nomai shuttle almost completely encased in ice. There were 3 Nomai aboard the shuttle. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm while the other 2 explored the interloper. Ah, the interloper. Okay. I need to go back to Giant Steep. Because I need to get that word thing. I should do that first, because I will absolutely forget. I think that should be the very first thing that I do. Because I am most likely to, you know, forget. And then after that, I should find Gabbro and talk with him. Because there's probably new things to talk about. So I will want to do that after. So that's my order of operations. There's still several other things to do, to think about, but starting there seems smart. And then, of course, we'll just see how far we get. I don't think time freezes reading the computer. It might, but I'm not entirely sure it does. If it doesn't, then we've already used up, 5 minutes of our time looking at the computer. Okay. All right, let's see here. Where are you? Here, that's not the one. I'm gonna find the island. It's not this. Of course, I'm also curious, what this is. And I want to look around, but I really need to find that wall, because if I don't find that wall, I am going to forget. I'd also just rather do it, have it done. Where are you? I don't know exactly where you are, but you're not the biggest planet in the world. I should be able to find you. Is this okay? I went in a circle, so let's alter our path slightly. I could see this crap from where I was sitting, so it's got to be close by. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay. I feel like I didn't know that the ship could go in the water. Maybe I did. Oh, I did not go where I was trying to go. There we go. It's right above me where I'm trying to get to, and I mean, I need to get picked up. Mom! Yeah, I'm kind of at the mercy of the game here. I have to wait until it comes along and picks me up, because otherwise I'm going to just completely smash the ship trying to flip it upside down up there, and that's really not the best solution here. Okay. Pick me up. I'm ready. Anytime. Just whenever you want. When I don't want it to happen is when it just is like, ah. When I do want it to happen, it's like, oh, tornado? We don't got any of those. I shouldn't have drank all this during the break. I mean, I might have time for a round of Velatro. Let's load it up here. Let's see. Still working on gold stakes on the magic deck. Haven't gotten that one done yet. I'll just play a little bit of this. Certainly, any moment, any moment is when it's happening. It's gonna happen. All right, well. Let's see, I got Certificate of Authenticity, so I get a card every round. Let's see, what was I doing here? I was playing some flushes. Okay, have I altered my deck? Yeah, quite a bit. I got a lot of 10s. Okay. Oh, I hear the tornado. Is it getting closer? Oh. Oh. Are we going? There it is. All right. Well, I'm in this thing now. Okay. Thank God. You are going to die. I'm fine. Alright, let's read this thing. I'm curious, is sending a being's memories back in time the same as sending the being itself back in time? As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time? Not my physical body, but my essence? I imagine they're two different actions. Wouldn't both actions be effectively the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. But isn't the end result identical in either case? I hate this. Alright, now I'm done in this cave. And I think the ship is probably okay. Oh God. Whoa! Beautiful. Okay. All good. I gotta find Gabbro, which I can find with the signal scope. But then also, I ain't never seen this thing before, I'm pretty sure. So let's maybe take a little peeky what this is. Bonk. Well, there is tree. Always a fan of tree. More tree. Yeah, there's gotta be something good down here. This is it. We've finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. If I know my brother, Avens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. The orbital probe cannon is the thing that broke. And they sent it into orbit, and it was there for some amount of time. But then it had a boo-boo. I feel like there's got to be additional information here. Oh, there's a walkie-do. Hey, that thing's coming. Yeah, I'm just gonna utilize this. It is cool that you float in space. Like, this is neat. The first time it happened, I was like, what's happening? And then I, like, broke my legs. But it is very neat. This is the model of it. Okay. Let's take another peek. I can walk all around this. Doing so without the ship seems fine. Oh god, that's broken. Let's go back. What about this side? Is this side broken? This side is not broken. Okay. Yeah, this is totally normal. Just walking upside down. I do that all the time. Swoop. Is there anything? Is all the cool stuff over on that side? No, there's a cool thing over here. Look at this. There's one cool thing. I knew it. Okay, can I get up on? Yeah, there we go. That's broken, so I need to walk around. There must be a projection mapper thing over here. Yeah, there is. Already holding. That's the control module, I see. Connoy, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Connoy, you should have seen it. We'd thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interest, your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle's Hollow Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Conway, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. So one of the mysteries that we've had up to this point is how to get down below the surface, and it seems as though the cannon components can do it. So that's good, because we need to know how to get down there. But they're like, if you want to know how, you have to come to the Southern Observatory. And I'm like, fine. 12 minutes, 18 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched from the orbital probe can. So there we are. We have 10 minutes. Give me this. So this is what it looks like, huh? Not yet had a chance to get into the Southern Observatory in Brittle Hollow, but once we do, it'll look like this. Ugh. Okay. So let's read this also. I have bad news, Avens. Yaros says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Malloy they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Malloy and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. I think I read this already. Maybe not. It says ship log updated. Alright, let's, Yeah, and I've been here. I stood in this place! Okay, that's probably all of the information that is available, like right here. I should get back to my ship. That seems like a wise decision. And I know I only have 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go find Gabbo again. Seems like a good choice. Have a chat with him. Alright. Signal scope. Oh, some slowdown. Good lord. Where are you, Gabbo? Gabbro, that's it. Is that about to throw the island up in the air? It's possible. Yeah, it looks like it's about to happen. There it goes. Alright, well, you coming back down, or? Oh, no. I think I got hit by an island. Okay, that's fine. That's not a big deal. It, you know, could be worse. Gabbro? Gabbro, I'm coming, buddy. Okay. All right. Totally fine. All right. Slowly walk up there and then learn a few things. Oh, you're right here. That's right. This isn't my time, buddy. How's space treating you this loop? I found something. Nice, what you got for me? I reached the inside of Statue Island. So the Nomai created those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I could see the Nomai doing that. Not sure what for, but it seems like their sort of thing. You think the statues are recording our memories then? Because I remember that one on the beach looked at me funny. That must be my memory friend. I think I already did this. Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop? For real? Did you figure out why? Too much power. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like something Slate or Feldspar would do. I'm pretty surprised to know I built something that actually broke. Come to think of it, though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. Okay, I did these. Where's your ship? An excellent question. I haven't seen it around lately. I hope it's not lonely. How do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breaths. No, seriously, I meditate. Want me to teach you? Yeah. Close your eyes. Gabro, did you kill me? Construction yard, ocean depths, ocean current discovery. Let's go in here. Ocean depths. The ocean is surprisingly calm beneath the current. Some sort of electrical field surrounds the planet's core. This island is where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. The Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. There are two paths beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Rubik says you can't get into the observatory from the surface. They tried, but there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Yeah, so at the gravity cannon. So I still haven't been in the Southern Observatory. Though I would like to be. And apparently in there is the information I need to know how to get beneath the surface, well, the current that's in Giant's Deep. So that, I feel like we should probably go there. That seems important information. Wow. Autopilot will kill you. I lucked out immensely there. Also, I wanted to go to Brittle Hollow. Dear Lord, I flew very, very close to that. Like, it's good to just kind of, like, quickly, like, Alright. So, one of the paths is from the cannon, which is this. So, if I start here, I can get to where I need to go. And I learned my lesson last time to, like, not put my ship in that. That's not where the ship goes. The ship can go here. Or I will completely destroy my ship. Okay. Bonk. So that's my ship. I've seen all this stuff because I've been here before. That goes... Why? I don't need to go up. I need to go down. At least the gravity here is cooperative. Aw, poop. Ah, crap. Oh, good. That's a relief. Southern Observatory. All right. So this way will get me to the Southern Observatory. I feel like I tried this before and something didn't go right. See, that's pulling this way. That's not going the direction I need to go. Okay, I need to go like there. Yeah, all right. Okay. We are trusting. We are heading south, which is what we want, because we want to go to the Southern Observatory. Jesus. Why would it just drop me off there? Why? It almost put me into the hole again. I hate the hole. It's very rude to just try and put me in the hole. Again, just vaguely heading towards the South Pole, because that's where it is. Okay, yeah, you kind of have to do a little work yourself. All right, okay, cool. What? What? Dang it. Okay, well, I'm close. This is... Ah, okay. Right there. All right. It's fine. Take it slow. Take it slow. It's gonna be okay. Oh, dear God. So those are missing. Wait, where am I going now? This is fine. Wait. Now where? Did I go in a circle? I did go in... Gosh darn it! My beautiful, beautiful sense of direction. Okay. Okay, I see. I just did it again. Oh, Christ Lord. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Let's slowly. Slowly. All right. Those are missing. I will jump. I do a jump. That is the way I was heading, but they're missing, so I'm going this way. Now those are missing. Is that one? No. Is it? Tree. Okay. This is tree. I could maybe fly over there. The gravity is not the worst. Sure, I think I skipped some, but I'm going generally the correct direction. I guess down there. Looks like the only way I can really go. Oh, good. Ghost matter. That's good. Really happy about that. Oh. Cool. All right. I need to get to that, but not touch that, because that stuff bad. But this one, there's nothing in front of it, so... Alley-oop. Okay. This is all safe. Still safe. I probably need to jump to that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, any more? No. Okay. I'm probably almost there, because this is not anything. Of course, wait a minute. This is heading north again. Wait, what? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go that way. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's heading... Okay. Whatever, man. Okay, this is the closest I am to the South Pole. Oh. It's probably that. It's probably the thing that sucks you up. Okay. Yeah, that seems correct. Alright. Alright. Just be cool. Just be cool. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Piss. Alright, yeah. That's I bet I need in there. Okay, this is fine. Alright, this is it. This is it. This feels correct. Oh, Lord. Holy crap, my palms are sweaty. That was maniacal. That was difficult to figure out. Where's the front door for this thing? Yeah, I've been here. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm in now, baby. You gotta teach me all of how to get into the thing. Okay. New info coming. Konoe Daz and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow saying, oh, wait, we read this. We literally just read this. It goes down to the core. My gratitude for your drinking. This inspired. Yeah, been doing protection pool. If I visit me, will you highly explain? If you don't mind, okay. And this is Giant Steep. Okay. Blurb. Alright. I don't trust this. And that goes up. Oh, there's so many... Ooh, there's so many buttons. Kasava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Kasava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Konoe is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. I get that. So here we have the clockwise, and here we have the counterclockwise. So if I'm allowed to step into these, this should push me up. And this one should pull me down. Nifty! Alright, well now I know how that works. Let's go up these stairs and see what there is to touch. Because there's something to touch. Oh, that's pretty. It's also a lot of words. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the sun is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye's signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator we built on the Adel Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Hypothesis: the eye has stopped emitting its signal. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? We'd need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue the search method. Okay, so, it's starting to come together. When you look up in the sky at the very start of a run, when we wake up, the probe actually launches in a completely different direction. It's not the same, which is one of the reasons why I had been confused about, like, did it stop launching? Was it continue to launch? But when I had originally questioned if it had launched to begin with and it had stopped launching, I'd went back to older streams and looked at the beginning of the footage to be like, was it there? And it was, but it's still there. It's still happening. It's just firing in, like, different directions. So, if it's firing in different directions, that's probably related to the technology about, like, sending the memories back to essentially just continue to try. Huh. Alright, let me touch these buttons, because I want to touch these buttons. So this is showing the solar system. And I can, like, fly right through it. Oh, I can read this also. We love when read. Unable to determine orbit. No signal detected matching any known criteria for the eye of the universe. What am I shutting off? Alright, I've turned off a few. What does this say now? Does this change? This one was the big... Let me turn that off. Oh. Okay. Let me try again, but starting on the right. Okay, so these are all the different planets. Like, this is Dark Bramble, this is Giant Steep, this is the Agra Crag, and then this is where I'm from. And this is the Twins. This must be Brittle Hollow, where I'm currently on. Okay. All right. And this is the eye. So this was just a piece of technology that they were using, I guess, to locate the eye. That when I touch, I'm like, ah. Okay. Alright, so they couldn't find the eye, so the conclusion then became to repeatedly try over and over and then send the memories back in order to continually look. I get it. I understand. I can leave out the front door. And I already looked at these things. And I've heard this before. Door's broken. I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Well, we did it, man. We did it. And this is where, was it Rebec? Rebec parked. Neat. So, that's... Ah! Look at that. I was going to check the controls to find out if there was some way to... So you can... Alright, so that's helpful because then you can just quickly be like, alright, get me back to Timber Hearth, essentially. Sometimes that's the best solution. And now we understand, you know, a lot about this. The memories are being stored in the mask, and then they return from the mask to the Nomai. But if they return to the Nomai, and I'm the one getting the memories... Is that how it's working? I'm receiving the memories of what I just did, so I'm the Nomai. Of course, I guess it doesn't have to be a Nomai either. Like, it could just be whoever saw the statue. And I'm the one that saw the statue, and it's, you know, now I have the thing. Let's look at this. Tornado simulation, Southern Observatory. Boop. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones that the Nomai use to send components into orbit. There also exists a rare type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. The new, more sensitive locator of the Nomai, built in this observatory, was unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Based on their knowledge of the quantum moon, the Nomai believed the eye was in a distant orbit around the sun. The Nomai decided to stop searching for the eye's signal and instead look for it visually by sending out a deep space probe. There were concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. So two things. First thing, let's write this down. Oh Lord, nope, don't. Okay. Counterclockwise on Giant's Deep equals down. Okay. And then the other thing, oh God, what was the other thing? Photograph the moon or any quantum thing to keep it in place. And then also, the other piece of information that's very valuable here is, and I'll put this in quotes, the shards have more to teach you, or whatever it said. You have more to learn from them, something like that. Okay, so we're going to do one last run here, and I've got a few different things that I can explore. Let's do Giant's Deep. Let's do Giant's Deep and start there and get under the surface. And see what there is. Giant's Deep. Right here. Beep, boop. I'm coming for you, Giant's Deep, and I'm flying so quickly I shouldn't go this fast, but I'm doing it. I'm not gonna slow down until I decide to slow down. That's soon. Just kind of putting the brakes on a little bit. $300, $200. Yeah, alright, I'm getting pretty good at this. Okay. Spin this car around and look for the counterclockwise ones. Okay, alright. You are. You clockwise, you clockwise, you clockwise. You clockwise, you clockwise. You, oh, but you, my little friend, you are not. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh, Christ. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Listen, no one, you don't do that to me. Get back down there. Okay, let's take another peek here. Alright. This one. Yes. You. I'm having a hard time. Let's go under the waves first. Also, I think I had accidentally gotten below this surface before. Oh, I'm going up. I think I need to just fly into the volcano. Not volcano, tornado. Because I feel like I recently, like one of the last times I was here, I was near the thing, and I briefly in my brain was like, I feel like I'm not supposed to be able to do this because I'm supposed to be like, oh, whoops, because I'm supposed to do the thing. Where am I? This one. All right, here we go. Pull me in, baby. Oh, wow, yeah, that works really quick. Okay. This is neat. It looks like it will harm me. That is certainly giant steep. It looks electric. Can I... Something in there doesn't like me. Maybe there's a hole. Now that I'm under the surface. There's something happening over here. These are insulation, right? Oh. The electrical systems. Didn't I read something that it was like insulation to electric? Or did I have that backwards? How important could the electrical systems be? What? I don't have lights? I'll live. I don't see any noticeable like openings here. I think it has to do something with the jellyfish. I know I read something. Oh god. I'll be fine. Where is it? It's the bottom. It's the right. The back. The back. Beautiful. Ugh. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't like the water. I don't like being there. Okay. How do I? Let's see. That I learned that on Dark Bramble. That's where I learned it. Frozen jellyfish. Feldspar documented their attempts to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in the ice. The outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better. After tasting the inside of the jellyfish, Feldspar concluded that these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Okay, so I think I have the right idea. I think my execution didn't work. But I think that I have the right idea. So this reveals like where it's going to come up. That is not quite correct. Okay, so don't touch them. Okay. Up to this point, I have thought, maybe, okay, but they're clearly electrified. Alright, let's maybe fix the ship before it explodes or something. Because it's real mad at me. Where's the reactor? There was a dead jellyfish that was like on Giant's Deep. So I'm kind of wondering if that has something to do with it. Because this just is clearly it continues to be electrified. There's no way to get in there. Let me... Oh, they also descend into the core. Although they still look very electric when they're doing it. Maybe the red, before they start touching them, is like the hole? Perhaps? Because they come up, they also go down. Like, is all of you electric? What about the bottom part? What about the tail? The tendrils, those are electrified, but this is not. I need to, oh my god. I need to, like, be inside you. Oh, this is really bad. Am I through? Oh, I'm in. I have no idea what's down here. Possibly nothing. This is Subnautica vibes. I don't like Subnautica vibes at all. The heck is that? Oh my god, it's a whole thing. There's got to be a door. Are you a door? You are not a door. I don't even know if I could have done this with my ship, to be honest. The ship blowing up might have been the best thing that could have happened to me. Hey, there we go. Whew! No gravity. Okay. Son of a gun, I'm here. Wow. Alright, I better learn as much as I can, as quickly as I can. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Rami is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you in the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other appendage, I am now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Rami. Okay. So, I'm in the probe. This is the part whenever we were exploring the cannon that's in orbit of Giant's Deep. This is the part that was missing, and it's because it's here. And this again shows us what we have already seen. Of course, wait. Were there always 3 lit up? I thought it was 2 before. I also could be losing my mind. Completely possible. Okay. Imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. We've seen this one before, too. And yeah, this is the place. We were here. It has big old hole. There's all these pieces that have to be connected because, like, they don't know what order you're going to find this stuff in. So they have to account for the fact that, like, you might come here, you know, first. And then you need to have some idea of, like, where to go next. Receiving data from probe. 9,318,076. Visualizing current trajectory of probe 9,318,076. Oh, they have shot a lot of probes. I mean, they've shot one probe, but you know what I mean. It's like Weezer said. Memories make me want to go back. All right, teach me this now, please. Open. You open? Oh. Oh, it's everything. So. Oh, did they find it? Did they figure it out? Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probe launched, 9,318,076. Deep space anomaly watching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9,318,054. That's interesting. Huh. So it feels like they either know where it is or have this as much information as they could possibly have to know where it is. And it was 22 launches ago. And I know that correlates to the 22 minutes, but, like, I actually think maybe that is coincidental. And maybe I've done 22 runs. And it just so happens to be the same number. I think the thing that would be very interesting, and I can kind of suspect of, like, what would happen, is if I were to come back here on the next run, this number I don't think is going to change, but the other number would. It would go up 1. Okay. Come on. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. So we know where it is. That's that? We know where it is? Okay. Great. Yeah, it's very easy. It's obviously located at Allen wrench, ribbon, and N with both of its legs broken. I'm going to draw this. I don't know if that's important, but, you know, I played Tunic that one time, so I don't know what to believe anymore. It's not bad. The coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. Oh, well. You know what it is. Okay. Neat. Yeah, my I actually use invisible post-its. Everybody, that's the preferred method keeping that I have. Back into the goo. Man, I want to get... Oh, my ship's dead. I was like, man, I want to go back to my ship and look at my ship log, but I blew it up. Which, again, was a good idea, I think, because otherwise I would have been like, oh, God! Oh, Lord. Just walk out. There we go. Because if I hadn't have done that, I may not have ultimately just, like, tried what I tried. So I don't regret doing what I did. Dang, man. That's probably the only thing in here. I can't imagine that there's anything worthwhile otherwise. It's just kind of crazy. And this part isn't too bad. Like, there's nothing down here that's, like, going to harm me. It's a little creepy, but not in, like, a, way. It's just like, meh. There is no escape. I mean, you have to, you need a, if you wanted to leave successfully out of here, you would need a jellyfish. And, like, I don't see one. Oh, I'm dangerously close to the surface. Where's the jellyfish at? Where have all the jellies gone? Getting too close to the... Oh, God! Well, I think that's the way I would have liked to have gone. Is stuck inside an electric dome. The last thing I saw is this just... Ah! Wow, that was a good run. That was a bunch of important stuff. All right, listen. I'm not going to do another run, but I am going to go look at the computer because I don't want to wait until next week to look at the computer. I'm excited about the computer. Probe tracking that was it. The orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. The 9,318,054th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe. The statue in the probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found nomai coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe. Well, then it should. I feel like it should be on my map. If I have the coordinates, shouldn't I be able to look at where is it? If you're so smart, where is the thing? Oh man, see the blue dot? Oh. That's the probe. We haven't been able to like see the probe because we couldn't catch it, but we can do this. There it is leaving. Because this doesn't pause the game. Cool. At least we got a chance to see that, so that's kind of neat. Huh. Neat. Alright. I'm done. Now stop. Man. I have some notes here that I should mark off, because I entered the Geyser Mountains, so let's just mark that through. I signal scoped the pod and the shards. I did write that there was a shard in White Hole? I don't know about that, but I'll leave it unmarked. We looked on Ember Twin and found the low cave system, the gravity cannon shortcut, the high energy lab. Is there anything else to mark off? Counterclockwise on Giant Steep. I'm gonna mark that off because we did all that. We're not gonna go back down there, I'm sure. Man, we still have a lot to do. Obviously, we still have like the escape pod, Dark Bramble route with the big fishies, but we also need to like photograph the moon. We have to go return to all the shards because they're like, we have more to teach you. And I'm like, all right, whatever that means. And then of course I've got the coordinates, whatever that means. Neat, man. Neat. Cool. Yeah, so I definitely was down in that core, like last stream, I think. Might have been earlier this stream. I don't know. I was definitely in that core because I remember thinking at that time that I was like, isn't there supposed to be a current or something? So I had like accidentally fell into it. Oh, Chess says, was this stream when you got bonked by the island? And like I thought about it briefly, but then I was like, well, I'm probably just confused. I'm probably just confused. Because like, I have to solve a problem. But if I would have just like kept going, I just would have solved I just would have gotten that done. But then I probably would have been, I might have been confused later when I read the information that was like, we know how to get below the current. And then I've been like, wait, what? I might have redone it all again. We had 2 months from We Are Toxics. Thank you. Chess says there are 2 ways into the core aside from tornado. Island bonking is one. You just get bonked hard. Thief says, is this a common occurrence in your life? Failing successfully? Or I guess it's really the opposite. It's succeeding incorrectly is really the best way of putting that. And yes, especially when it comes to video games, I will very often just do things. Oh, I was saying getting bonked and assuming you're confused. Oh, I don't have to get bonked to be confused. I'm just confused. I'm largely confused about things. I'm often like, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, really good stream. This game is so good. It's so fun. And it's so interesting because, like, I understand why people would want to watch multiple playthroughs of this, because every time you watch someone play it, like, they are going to do things completely different, in a completely different order. And I hope that for anyone that this is not their first time watching a playthrough and they've maybe watched a few, I hope that this has at least been entertaining. So you have to watch the same game again, but I hope I hope I've done at least one thing that made you go, huh. Chess said, extremely. I love it. I love it. Wonderful. Well, next week, I will be back for more. I have no idea how much of the game is left. I do know that there's DLC, and I believe Chaz told me that the DLC is like, we would probably do it before the end. So, like, we'd figure out where the end was, and I was told that it would be pretty well telegraphed to me. And then at that point, if we wanted to start doing some of the DLC stuff, we could before we wrap up, like, the game. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern is breakfast stream. Friday morning at 11 a.m., Mao is painting. She's still working on that tree root piece. Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, Mao and I are back hitting more men, but with guns. I mean, we're trying to shoot. It's getting better, though. It is actually getting better. Like, let's not talk about body counts as far as it being better, but let's talk about, like, general knowledge of the game. It is getting better. It is getting better. Yeah, I know. I said let's not talk about body counts because that's the amount of people that I murdered is really rather irrelevant. I was trapped, and I got out. I lived. So, you know. Anyway, that probably won't happen again. Sunday, no Hades, just so you know. I won't be around Sunday, so we won't be doing Hades on Sunday. There will likely be Ghost of Yotei on Monday night. I suspect there will be. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. But for now, I'm going to just briefly check in with Mal and see if she's set, or if she's going to be like, oh, wait, I was going to start in half an hour. Just to see. And if she's set, and I might have to click just a few buttons for her, then we can raid her. But that means you're going to have to sit here and talk to the chair for like a minute.
A poll has begun. Will Stephen kill 34 non-targets again?
She needed me to hit a button, but I did, and she's good. I wanted to tell you...
The poll has ended. The winner is, he'll pee on them instead.
Guys. We're playing Hitman. We're not playing Postal 2. You can only pee on people in Postal 2. Y'all are confused. Postal 2 was on the ban list for Twitch for a long time. And then eventually they were like, I guess it's fine. Thank you for the 3 people who believed in me. I wanted to tell you a real quick thing before I send you on your way. Today, the fridge was supposed to be delivered. I say was supposed to be. It still is supposed to be delivered. Quick version for those that hadn't heard the story is that our fridge was having issues. Since we're still in our first year of having the home, part of our agreement with the mortgage company, with the bank, was that we had to have a home warranty. And we didn't know how to feel about it. We were like, we've heard a lot of bad things about home warranty, but they require you to have it. And I was like, all right, we'll do it for the first year, just see how it works out. Well, anyway, they're replacing our fridge for free, which is cool. I was excited about that. They said, we'll either replace your fridge or we'll give you $2,600 towards a new fridge, because that's the value of the fridge that they were going to give us. We did a ton of research into fridges, and hilariously, we were like, crap, the one that they're going to give us is the one we would want. So we were like, all right, give us that fridge. So today is when it was supposed to be delivered, and we've been looking at the delivery information like every day up to this point. It just kind of vaguely said, this day. And then today, when we looked at it, it only says, you are stop. So I guess we are a stop on the way. What number stop? I don't know. But it just says, you are stop. And I was like, all right. Anyway, the raid message is, you are stop. So go tell Mal you are stop. She will know immediately what that is and will find it very, very funny. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy Mal's frosting stream. I'm going to be down there probably helping her clean some stuff up. And then later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, that's in about 90 minutes, Josh will be streaming Mother 3 again. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Jazz hands. You're still here. Why are you... All right, now I gotta go.